Going into the 2024 legislative session, the Indiana Chamber outlined two clear objectives to drive its advocacy efforts on behalf of the Hoosier business community and our workforce. We wanted to advance bills that would move the state further ahead and increase its competitiveness. This was done through prioritizing legislation that fell under the 6 pillars of the Chamber's new vision plan for the state, Indiana Prosperity 2035. And just as important, we continue to defend against legislation that posed a threat to economic growth and free enterprise. I am proud to report that the Indiana Chamber's Government Affairs team overwhelmingly delivered on those goals for you and the Hoosier business community. In the second half of the legislative session, we saw 83% of our policy priorities pass and be signed into law. Let's briefly talk about a few outcomes. Our efforts in education and workforce paid off on several fronts, with wins that boost early learning and childcare access, as well as improve reading and literacy rates. In addition, there are increased opportunities for students to engage in work-based learning experiences and earn post-secondary credentials aligned with employer needs. We had what can only be described as landmark progress in business legal reform. The trio of bills that passed represent the most meaningful actions of the last 30 years and will offer significant lasting impacts to Hoosier companies when it comes to litigation and settlement negotiations. The Chamber was a leading voice in helping to defeat anti-free enterprise legislation that went well beyond disclosing repair information and would have risked the loss of intellectual property and proprietary information. In the healthcare arena, the business community was able to defeat legislation that would have eliminated practically all use of prior authorizations to control prices, which would have cost employers billions of dollars. And we are already looking ahead to 2025 and what other economic-related policy we need to keep the state moving forward. This starts with a possible overhaul of Indiana's tax system. We are heavily engaged with lawmakers to help inform those discussions and decisions. It's a remarkable opportunity to shape a tax climate that benefits Indiana's long-term economic competitiveness. For more information, you can read our final legislative report and scorecard at indianachamber.com/policy. Thank you for all you do to support Indiana. You are the job creators and economic engines that continue to allow for our state's success.